See if I can get this mic going. I had to charge it up last night. Oh, I hear something. Oh my gosh. Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's working. Okay. The reason I'm on here is I want to pose the question. What would make somebody stalk somebody for 5 years plus? That means over 5 years. What would make somebody do that? I have several answers. I have all the answers. And there's a lot of answers. There's a lot of different answers. But one that comes to mind is envy. Deep rooted envy. A lot of monsters are like that. I call them monsters, but it's just another name for somebody who's wicked, people who are evil, people who do evil deeds on an app. And I know why they do it because they were mistreated. A lot of times they were thrown out like the trash. Some of them were unwanted. A lot of them were abused. I mean, all kind of atrocious things happened. Where else are they going to go? They're going to go up on here. And I guess somebody like Stuck reminds them of that. And I tell them that I don't care what happened to you. And whatever happened to you, you deserved it. I didn't come on here to care about strangers. I didn't come on here to save strangers. I didn't even come on here to entertain strangers. You watch, you don't. It's always been like that over here. I ain't up on here trying to, get Google AdSense checks or donations or anything like that. And I damn sure they come up on Google or YouTube for them to steal my private information from me. I don't owe them anything. I don't have to tell them anything about me. They are the ones that built all of this and put it out there. Now, see what other people use it for. That's on them. And whatever audience they accumulated or acquired or rigged up, that's on them. I ain't trying to take now person from you. Too many other people in the world. Too many other people in the world. And then you see what they're willing to do, right? I'm assuming because YouTube reminds them each and every day. Well, your numbers are going down, or your numbers are going up, or this video didn't do as good as the one before that. And then I personally see what they're willing to do. And that would explain why a lot of them will stuck for 5+ years. They're intimidated. They're threatened. I didn't have to do what they did. I wasn't glued to nobody's side. How you do this? How you do that? Help me with this. Help me with that. I need help with this. I need help with that. All of that. And I'm the last person that they ever want to know that about them. But I know it. And they can't stand it. It bothers them. Sometimes for 5+ years. And there's a lot of them out there. I mean, I've seen them. Ooh, shout out to such and such. You know why they're shouting you out? Because they're using you. They've been using you for years. They'll use you as long as you allow them to use you. I don't allow none of them to use me. And I don't care how nobody or any community feel about it. And it's always been like that. I came on here to create, and that's what I've always done. From the minute I opened my mouth, and apparently some of these monsters heard it. And I guess they feel like, oh, well, we're going to terrorize Stuck. Well, Stuck already knows that your life is a living nightmare. What kind of mind would have the time, would take the time out of their life? They can't have one. And that ain't the only thing that they can't. They can't this and they can't that, and they didn't this and they didn't that. And, you know, in fact, I guess by now, it's a wrap. So you see them all over, going here, going there. Sometimes they even come over here. I'll tell you why they come over here. They want to know who is watching Stuck. Well, I got it set up so you don't get to know that. Ain't nothing for them to take. They don't get to know what they want to know. I don't provide them with anything, and I would never lift a finger to help them or show them how to do anything, not even how to navigate life, because they couldn't do that. The most important thing they couldn't do don't have nothing to do with an app or a social media platform, just navigating life. They couldn't even pull that off. Now, anybody can open up their legs and spit out a baby. I mean, animals do that. Those cats out there in the yard do that. They do it up under the house. Apparently, that's how I found out about all the pussy around here. It was up under the house. I didn't even know it. So that's no feat. Ooh, I had a baby, or I had a baby with somebody that ain't black. So look how light skinned my kids are, and look how straight their hair is. I'm gonna tell you what, the book stops there. And I got news for you. It's millions of us. There are millions and millions and millions of others. Just like that. That's no feat. What that tells somebody like Stuck is, well, nobody could ever possibly say that about you. So they would have to say that about whoever it is that you fucked. Somebody that's light skinned with straight hair. Some people will fuck anything. Some people fuck a dog. I don't want nobody like that around me. I mean, they over here looking for that kind of stuff. No, this ain't that. Do what it is you do. See, that's the problem. That is the source of the problem. There's so much that you can do, and there's so much that they cannot do. And so they're reduced to doing what they do up on here. Yeah, the envy in me, and I just can't handle it. I can't stop myself. I wake up to try to torment Stuck. Well, how has that worked out for you? Because last time I checked, I'm still creating. I'm still creating. If I had to guess, that's something you can't do. That would explain why you're stalking up after Stuck. They want to keep up with everything Stuck do. Stuck is a reminder of everything that they cannot do. Now I ain't bragging, but this flow up under this feet is mine. They can't say that, a lot of them. But they can hide, build accounts, build channels, stalk Stuck for 5+ years. You got to be bothered. You got to be pressed. Ain't that much pressure in the world. But Stuck got you like that. Uses a pressure cooker. They even start mimicking Stuck, repeating words that Stuck say. They probably don't even realize they're doing it. You know why? Because they've been listening to Stuck for so long. Everything Stuck do, they try to do. A lot of stuff Stuck do, they could never do. I don't even do that no more. I took all that stuff down. But one thing that they can do is stalk and hover and loom and lurk and copy and duplicate and imitate. They're very good at that. I know why they are, because they've always had to do it. And I'm a reminder of that for them. And there's too many of them to name. I never give them what they want over here. I never do. And I ain't around here trying to gather up a team of people to shove stuff down everybody's throat. Look how, no, I don't need none of that. That goes against the whole premise of the platform. You shouldn't have to do that, but y'all gotta do it. I refuse to do it. I won't do it. Like certain jobs, I wouldn't do. Certain jobs, I wouldn't apply for. Certain jobs, I wouldn't want to do. Certain jobs, you couldn't pay me to do it. A lot of jobs, I'm overqualified to do. A lot of these people can't say that. They have to get whatever they can get, whatever it is. So that would explain why they do what they do. No, I want stuck to be in the same boat that I'm in. Well, stuck not even in the same ocean that you in. And that's why they work for years, stalking, lurking, looming. It's creepy. And that tells me that a lot of creepy, vile things were done to them. Having sex with their daddies, having their daddies' babies, you know, letting their daughters fuck their daddies, all this disgusting shit. Man, people on here love stuff like that. I don't want it nowhere around me. If I have to write off a whole community of people, it's already been done. I don't want nothing like that around me. I ain't never needed it. And I ain't never had to rig up nothing on no app. And then this app and that app and that app, everything pointing back over here. I mean, I can go and look at something right now on Twitter. There are people on here that have tweeted hundreds of thousands of tweets. One particular content creator, something what look white, right? Something what look white. It ain't white, but it look white. And I'm probably the last person that they ever want to know how desperate and hard up that they really are. When the only thing you can bring to the table is look how white I look, that's the end of that. Now, well, you know what? That's all I'm gonna say about that. Put it like that. They know who they are, and they know what done happened to them. They know what karma did to them. They know what all they done said and did when it comes to stuff. I will never know. But one thing that I do know is the universe handled your white looking ass proper. Threaten me again over there. Because I don't listen. But the universe will be listening. Threaten me again over there. I want to see what the universe is going to do to the other half of your body. These are straight up demons up on here. And they're so threatened and intimidated. And they want nothing more than your life. You know why? Because theirs is fucked up. Some of them didn't even have parents to raise them up. Am I around here trying to figure out what happened to their parents? No. They talk about it every day. All these murders and tragedies. If I had to guess, that's what happened to them. Folk like that up on an app, they see you, they threaten, they're intimidated by you. And also let me say this, just because you bring down a channel, that doesn't make you superior. That make you the weakest person ever. That means you can't compete. You don't have it in you to compete. See, I ain't up on here trying to look white. as I say, all kind of derogatory shit about black folks. I ain't trying to do nothing like that. And I damn sure ain't trying to find your life. There's nothing in it that I'm interested in. They want to know every nook and cranny. I mean, they want to know how many hairs stuck got around the cracker stuck ass. You'll never know. I would never let anybody like that close to me. This is as close as you will ever get to me. And there's too many of you to name. Believe me, they've all joined forces. Some of them are to the point now where they're up on their platforms talking about karma, talking about how people, but ain't it funny? The very ones that have done all this disgusting shit, those the first ones to get up on their platform and act like they giving you advice about people that aren't them. But they talking about themselves. You talking about you. Karma done fucked you up. And they up on their platforms talking about, oh, well, karma gonna come back and get these people. Well, first of all, ain't nobody on no app that important to me that I'm willing to stalk them for 5 years. Not even 5 days. See, if I watch, it's because I'm curious, not because I'm trying to destroy you, not because I'm trying to get dirt on you, not because I'm trying to find out what city you in, your social security number, your name, your address, your phone number. I don't want nothing like that. I would never contact anybody up on here. That would never happen. I don't trust anybody on the app. You're a stranger to me. And I remind you of that. And I treat you as such. I didn't want nothing from you before I came up on here, and I don't want nothing from you while I'm up on here. And when I leave from up off of here, I don't want nothing from you. There's too many other people in the world. Let these monsters have their audience. Their audience is not my audience. I don't want folk like that watching me. And if the platform don't want anybody to see me, well, hey, it is what it is. But there are certain things I'm not willing to do. And I damn sure ain't groveling back to nobody that has did and said all kind of shit about me. You will never see Stuck do anything like that. I ain't never did it. I ain't never had to do nothing like that. Last time I checked, the universe has dealt with folk like y'all. Ain't y'all all gathered together, watching whoever it is, do whatever it is to whoever it is? And you will always be doing that. That's your energy. It's an evil, wicked, sinister, demonic energy. And you're banned from over here around me. I wouldn't have you over here. I like it just like it is. Now, I can't stop you from stalking my channel, but I ain't serving up nothing for you. You don't even get to see my face. Be glad you can hear my voice. All you can do is repeat something I say. In fact, I guess you've always been doing that. That would explain the envy. It runs deep, don't it? Stuff do that to you. That's why stuff was put here. To irk people like you. To see right through you. I'm not impressed by anything that you're doing. And you got to be intimidated by me to be stalking me for 5+ years. That is the sickest thing I have ever heard of. Ever. And I will always see you for what you are. And there's too many of you to name. And ain't none of you allowed over here. None of you are. All of you blocked. And I don't fuck with nobody that fuck with you. I don't fuck with nobody that watch you. I don't fuck with nobody that have anything to do with anybody like you. I'll wait on a good one. And I won't be waiting. I'll be creating. And I damn soul ain't up on here trying to rig nothing up. Oh, everybody log in and out of your accounts and click on and off and share it and take it to Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and tell your mama, your daddy, tell your coworkers, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your friends about me, how white I look. You pale. A lot of these people, they pale in comparison to what you can do. And all they're concerned about is, well, let me make sure that whatever you said about me comes down. Well, how about if I took it down voluntarily? Because you're not that important to me, and I don't have to call any of your names. You know who you are, and you know the disgusting shit what been done to you and yours. You know what happened to your mama. You know what happened to your daddy. You know what happened to all your kids. Still know what gonna happen to your grandkids. See how that works? I mean, folk around here want y'all to be, gathered up around them, and you know, there's a lot of people on here, they worship evil. They've had evil lives. They've been treated probably like monsters. Some of them have been thrown out, unwanted, unloved, everything. That's why they spend years up on here trying to undo what you do. Because they could never do it. They could never do it. And I'm a constant reminder of that. And when I found out that they've been stalking me for over 5 years, that's when I realized, you know what? There are the sickest people ever up on these apps. You better hide from stuff. Even if I can't see you, I know what you are. And I know what you've been through. I know what done happened to you. Unimaginable shit. That's the only thing that motivates you. You want stuff to get a taste of it. Right? You want to know stuck life. Have stuck life right there in black and white where you can go over it with a fine tooth comb. Narrate lies over it. And then start, I'm assuming, what, researching stuck whole family tree, right? Oh, his stuck mama, and then stuck maternal grandmother and grandfather. And then here's stuck father. And then here's stuck paternal grandfather and grandmother. Anything to try to disparage. You know why? Because you fucked up. You fucked up. And stuff will get on here and tell you that and mean every word of it. Just like I meant whatever it was I said that got you like you are, I meant every word of it. And I would never take it back. I could care less about whatever it is that I took down. Those is folks I wouldn't fuck with if you paid me. They fake, they phony, and they fraudulent. A lot of them is scammers and just common crooks. You see me with lights over here to try to make it look like I'm black? No. If anything, you try to come to a place of, well, you know what? Let's just end it, and then you do what you do and I do what I do. They can't do that. You know why? Because these same folk been stalking you for 5+ years. It's all they know. And they think people like stuck in out there in the world. I know what got you like that. The envy in you. You're threatened. You're intimidated. In the bigger scheme of things, you're not all that. And I damn sure ain't trying to look white. But they want your life. Not to report on it, so they can hire somebody to send them to your house and probably put you in harm's way. Well, you know what? The universe fucked up your a whole half of your body. Threaten stuff again over there. I won't be tuning in, but do it. Please threaten stuff again over there on your channel. And I want to see what karma gonna do to the other half of your body. Won't have anything to do with stuff. Will have everything to do with you. You a monster. You a white monster. No, you a white looking monster. They don't get no more evil. And money is the root of all evil. You know what? All the money in the world can't fix what karma did to you. The universe fucked your ass up. The whole other half of your body. All the money in the world can't fix you. Call it what it is. You unfixable. You can't be bought. Ain't none can be bought that can fix you. And you deserve it. And I don't give a fuck what no other monster up on here think about it. Y'all got to remember, some of these people married. No, they never married. They fucked pedophiles and had babies with pedophiles, and the pedophiles fucked all their babies and then fucked them up too. Kudos to whoever that man is. I hope he's living happily ever after. I'm loyal to people like that. There's a name for people like that. I can't think of it right now, but I've talked about it. They make things right. There's whole communities of people like that. But the universe is the ultimate. And what is that word? Vigilante. The universe is the ultimate vigilante. See, once you show me who you are, that's all I have to see. That's all I have to know. Don't look around for stuff. But you need to be looking around for karma and watch what the universe gonna eventually do to you. If not you, somebody in your family, somebody that you love, somebody that is close to you, somebody that you love so dearly. You'll feel it eventually. I may not even be alive when it happens to you. You might be old and gray, but you can count on it. It's guaranteed. I promise you. Look at the ones on here that have threatened stuck and haven't regained full use of their arm in over 3 years. I guarantee you, in 3 more years, it's going to be the same thing. Am I going to be over there looking and talking about it? No, I'm not interested. I don't give a fuck about you, your life, your mama, your daddy, none of what got to do with you. But they'll move heaven and earth to try to find out about stuff. They want to know everything possible about stuff. You know what? There's no comparison. Whatever happened to you, it didn't happen to me. Whatever you've been through, I ain't been through none of that shit. Whatever broke you, I was built. Didn't have anything to do with any monsters up on the app. Their only goal is to destroy a channel. Now, it does get dangerous. It does get very sinister. Then you start getting into sadism and psychopathy, these, psychotic episodes that they have, these mental issues. Ain't no cure for it. You're going to be struggling mentally for the rest of your days. And I'm a reminder of that to you. And what's up, going to stay up. And do whatever it is you got to do. Matter of fact, work yourself into a hospital bed. And I guarantee you, it'll still be up there. The universe has something very special for certain folks. Certain ones, they make sure you get fucked up and all your kids get fucked all the way up too. It doesn't happen to you. You're a monster. And there are people on here that worship devils. They worship evil. And they will forever be banned from over here around stuff. I let the platform do what it's supposed to do. Matter of fact, I know sometimes it does do it. I mean, somewhere else, there's a video, people watching that video now from over a year ago. From over a year ago. So while y'all over here, pressed or whatever, stuck got 0. Well, let's see what it's going to be in a year. What it going to do in a year? Because I'm not pressed. And I'm damn sure going to say whatever I got to say because I know eventually you're going to get wind of it. Take it back to whoever it is y'all report to. In fact, I guess it's the same something what look white what been stalking me for 5+ years. That would explain why the universe fucked your ass up. Over 3+ years ago, it fucked you up. Matter of fact, stuff must have been really saying something about you that really bothered you. A lot of times, y'all, the truth hurt. The truth hurt these folks. And all they do is get on here and try to hurt stuff. No, hurt all them other, I don't know how many thousands of black families over there you hurting. Right? But you would never move that picture from the bottom right-hand corner. You know why? Because it's covering up your arm that don't work. You know the one that's pink now? It ain't white no more. It's pink. If I had to guess, ain't no blood running through it. Something wrong with it. And then your fingers is whiter on that hand than it is on the other one. You can't walk in a straight line. You just fucked up over there. And got the nerve to talk about other people. How they look in the face. You look like paste. You look like Elmer's glue that done dried up. You look like the bottom of my foot. Ain't it funny? You got monsters up on here. They get on here and they feel like they can talk about and say all kind of shit about everybody, but they can't handle when somebody do that shit to them. Well, Stuck did it. And guess what? They were stalking Stuck for over 5 years. And in fact, I guess they still stalking Stuck. Tell you what. Once your arm get back working 100%, then you can address Stuck. But otherwise, keep stalking. And guess what? They will have to stalk for the rest of their days. That arm will never work again. If it ain't worked in 3 years, it ain't gonna work. Not like it was. Not like it used to work. And I never wished it on you. But you would wish that on me. Matter of fact, you wouldn't wish it on me. You would go as far as stalking me for 5 years to try to find me to send somebody over here. I heard you say that. That's the reason karma fucked your white looking ass up. The universe fucked your white paste looking ass all the way up. Be glad I don't get on here and call your name and talk about you. While you over there making jokes about how folk look, I can talk about how you look every day. And I would never have a shortage of content. I ain't no way I would reduce myself to no shit like that. Much less stalking people. Trying to harm folks. No wonder. You know what? I believe your parents was harmed. Talk about what happened to your parents while you over there talking about all the other dead black folks. Talk about what happened to your mama and your daddy. Talk about that. That's the one thing they ain't gonna never talk about that. You're stuck over here researching this stuff, don't give a fuck. But they ain't gonna never talk about that. In fact, I guess they was murdered. Now, who, what, when, where, how, and why, I don't give a fuck to know. But I know something happened to them. That's when you sit over there and talk all that shit about everybody else in the world. Whatever kind of tragedy, whatever kind of murder, you have a strong connection to that shit, don't you? You had to raise yourself. You didn't have no parents to raise you up. Somebody murdered them, didn't they? Tell the truth. Didn't they? If your mama didn't raise you and your daddy didn't raise you, something had to happen to them. And you got to raise I'm assuming whoever it is that's under you, you have to raise them up. I heard you say that. I need my money. I need this YouTube. I got responsibilities. I have to raise my brothers and sisters. You know why? Because your mama and daddy ain't there to do it. What happened to them? The same kind of shit you sit over there and talk about for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for years. Thousands of black families. That shit happened to you. But I ain't like you. I don't give a fuck to know. I won't lift a finger to research none of that grimy ass shit. But I will say you deserved it. And you deserve whatever the fuck happened to you. In fact, you was probably thinking about stuff, right? Didn't keep your eyes on the road or whatever it was. Or was you listening to stuff that you have on your Gucci slippers when you were listening to stuff? What happened? Did you drive off of a cliff or some shit? Don't have nothing to do with me. That's your choice. I damn sure ain't up over here stalking you. I ain't got nobody posted up over there recording you, studying you. I don't care if you study me. You might learn something. But you'll never be a decent human being. That I do know. Need help from lovely TITV lately? Boo-boo? Right? Boo-boo? Because I've heard her say that. Boo-boo. Ain't it funny? You're saying it too. Boo-boo. Oh yeah, boo-boo. And then there you go. Yeah, boo-boo. Yeah, that's what they do. These nothing nobody ass folks. Ain't worth a shit. And they feel like I'm supposed to fear them. I don't fear you. I've never feared you. I ain't never feared nobody like you. Get all y'all together. I still don't fear you. But you won't start to be afraid of you. Somewhat what look white. Somewhat the whole half of their body is paralyzed. Right? You got one good arm now, right? When you had two, I'm assuming you wanted to hurt stuff. Well, look what the universe did to your grimy, white-looking ass. I don't feel any kind of way about it. As far as I'm concerned, you deserved it, and your parents did too. That's where I am with it. And it's because of you that they deserved it. And whatever the fuck happened to you, you deserved it too. That's why you go after these pastors. If I had to guess, a pastor put their dick in your mouth or either they put it in your ass, one or the other, and it fucked you all the way up. If I had to guess, you was over here. I mean, ain't you just white looking? But then you just part of what? The pro-black or whatever. If I had to guess, you just like any other common person up on here, got to attach yourself to somebody else to be relevant. I would think just looking white is enough, ain't it? Or has the algorithm figured out uses black? Or you got a drop of black blood in you. I don't know what y'all. I heard you say you're Indian over there. It's a shame. It's a shame. I look at what you're reduced to. And it ain't rocket science to figure it out because I figured it out. You're a carbon copy of lovely TITV. Your description and her channel description were identical. You're just a cookie cutter person. You're just like the other psychopaths around here. Ain't nothing there. It's just a broke, empty jar. It's just a broke, empty jar. That's when you go around doing what all it is you do. I mean, some folks will do anything for somewhat look white. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. And I'm not all fascinated by it either. There's people in my family that are light skinned. The world don't stop turning because of something like that. And if that's all you bring into the table, that speak volumes. That would explain all the stalking, the 5+ years of stalking. In fact, I guess now we're approaching 4 years of not even showing your arm. You can't show your arm anymore because it don't work the way it's supposed to work, does it? Do all 5 of your fingers work on that arm? Does your wrist work? Does your elbow work? Do your joints work? Is there 360-degree movements? Is there a pivot? Does your pivot work? Does your socket work? Hmm. Can you do? Can you take that arm and just make a great big old circle with it, one way and the other, as you move all your fingers? Can you feel your fingertips? How come on that arm, them fingers is white? They whiter than your body. Why is that? They just as white as them white pants you had on. Why your hand white like that? Something wrong with it. Over 3 years later, something wrong with it. And I was happy for you. I was happy that you was walking. I was happy you survived. I was happy you was talking. All that. And at the end of the day, all you can think to do over there where Stuck is concerned is lie on Stuck and badmouth Stuck. You know what? Fuck you. And you deserve whatever the fuck happened to you. And that's real talk. Now I'm gonna get to the title. Do your own thing. Their audience may not be. It's supposed to be your audience. Let me change that. Their audience may not be your audience. If it don't fit, don't force it. Meaning Stuck don't fuck with you or nobody like you or y'all. So stalking Stuck ain't gonna change nothing. I still don't want nothing to do with you. And never will. Okay, let me put a Y right here. Yeah, their audience may not be your audience. I don't want nobody who I don't want folk watching me who where death and tragedy is the only thing that motivate them. Evil, wicked, sinister, devilish shit. Ain't no way in the fuck. And I ain't knocking nobody that want that kind of energy around them, that want that kind of audience, that that wants to entertain evil. Do all that. I would think you would be too busy doing that to stalk Stuck. But no, they never are. And I got news for you. If this channel come down, it won't change a thing. I'll still be able to do whatever I was doing before it came down, which is more than you're able to do. But work yourself sick. Work yourself till you have a stroke. Work yourself till you paralyzed. Work yourself till you have to have blood transfusions. Work yourself till you get hospitalized. Matter of fact, work yourself to death. Because I don't know you to give a fuck one way or the other. But I know one thing, you're banned from over here. And anybody like you is banned the fuck from over here. I don't want nobody like that around me. And if that's all the platform can offer up, you know what? Let's still keep stuck zero. We'll see what it do next year. And if it don't do anything next year, it doesn't mean anything. All that tells me is that the platform won't stuck to go and do what all it is y'all doing and then some. I ain't willing to do none of it. Stuck refuse. Because the platform ain't supposed to be built like that. I wouldn't buy a subscriber. I wouldn't buy a view. I wouldn't gather a whole bunch of people together telling them to do this for me, do that for me, tell this person about me, tell that person about me, build playlists, you know. And matter of fact, let me check Twitter before I go. And a damn show ain't tweeting hundreds of thousands of tweets. You know what that tell me? You is a sick motherfucker. But they all this and that. But at the end of the day, they threatened by somebody like Stubb. You probably should be. Because I ain't never need to have or be around nobody like you. I never needed it. Universe made sure of it. I ain't trying to find none of y'all. In fact, I guess I ain't got no fingers and toes for the folks of y'all was trying to find me. And if you do find me, what you gonna undo? What you gonna undo? Nothing. You can't undo nothing that you didn't do. Ain't none of y'all responsible for shit that I got going on in my real life, and it ain't none of your business what it is. So you're always gonna have an issue with stuff. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. And I damn sure ain't on Twitter tweeting hundreds of thousands of tweets. But let's see who is. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read the last thing you tweeted. I'll read your last few tweets. $7 ago, something got to do with TD Jakes. Right, a pastor. I mean, somebody like that. I mean, you sucked somebody like that dick, didn't you? And then something else 7 hours ago. And then more shit, what? Talking about on the 31st. That's yesterday. I don't know how they do this shit. It's something what they do. I imagine they want somebody to try to maybe get seen off of somebody else back or something. But from what I'm seeing here, 38 people watched you, right? But you got approaching 1 million people. But apparently, hey, it ain't but 35 people over here interested in none of that bullshit. On the 31st, all these different memes and all that other shit. What is that? What happened to your parents? Is that how your parents got killed? Look at what they sharing over here. Look at all of this disgusting ass shit. You mean to tell me you people don't believe you a monster? I know you is a straight up devil. Twitter bring out the worst in people. This is who you really is over here. But at the end of the day, who's really interested in this shit that you doing? Really? In fact, I guess it's 20 more platforms that they're doing this shit on. 20 more. All his videos, 74 people, 65 people. Really? Really? And all the different memes. Tweet hundreds of thousands of tweets. This is a very extreme case of mental illness. A lot of these people are out of their friggin' minds. That would explain why they are up on these apps stalking stuff for 5+ years. And I'm the last person they want to see what they really is doing. And it's the same shit. And believe me, y'all, this is, there has to be, how many tweets were done on the 28th? Because I'm here now, and it's just all of this on the 28th. Okay, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 tweets on Twitter on the 28th. Add that up. Multiply that by 365. And then multiply that by 10 years. Hundreds of thousands of tweets. Trying to shove this shit down everybody's throat. Apparently only 74 people was interested in that, weren't they? In fact, I guess Instagram the same way. Probably Facebook too. And then all kind of other stuff. Now, the reason that they know about me is because when they go out and search their name on the World Wide Web, which I took all my shit down, it ain't showing up no more, but when it was up, when they would type their name into the World Wide Web, my shit will come up. My shit is what will be seen. And they hated it. They hated it. Am I trying to find out if that's your real name or not? No, I don't give a fuck. I know what you are. You a devil. You evil as fuck. And you deserve whatever the fuck happened to you, including the paralysis. Do a community post with a picture of your hand that's fucked up. Matter of fact, do a short and move all your fingers. I bet you can't even do it. And folk like that up on YouTube got everything to say about whoever else in the world. See, they can dish that shit out, but they can't take it. They can't take it. And now look at the predicament you're in. You done fucked yourself up. And karma and universe has made sure that it is cemented. Gonna always be like that for you. And you will forever be stalking stuck. And people like you. Because I'm sure you're being added. Ooh, yeah, I want in on that and all that and this and that and all that. I imagine karma done paid all them a visit too. And they kids. And fucked all of them up. Went through an entire fucking family. I never feel no kind of way about whatever the fuck happened to evil. I never feel any kind of way about it. Man, some folks on here is crying. They just sad. Right? Because they ain't seen your arm, your hand in 3+ years. Stuck know why. Stuck know why. But you really know why, because only you know what you really been doing. And ain't it funny? Now stuck know. Yeah. You part of all that grungy, grimy ass shit. That's why all that grungy, grimy ass shit done happen to you in your real life. You just fucked all the way up. Don't have anything to do with stuff. But I know somebody like you will wish all kind of shit on me. Matter of fact, you will take it beyond wishing. You so big, bad, and bold. I mean, then you say you have other people that would do shit for you. Well, apparently Stuck got something that would do something for Stuck too. The universe and karma. Look what the fuck it did to you. And I don't want now one of your viewers. I don't want not one individual in your audience. But you made sure they all came over here, right? Previously, prior to this channel, made sure they came over and said all kind of disgusting shit, right? I don't have to do nothing because I know all kind of disgusting shit happened to your mama and your daddy. It's the same shit you over there talking about on your channel. You've been doing it for thousands of families. That kind of shit happened to you. Didn't happen to me. That's what the universe served up to you. And then on top of it, your ass is paralyzed for fucking with me. Be glad I don't call your name. I don't have to. And all your shit down from over here. Except for the shit that I want them to know about what you did over there. And I don't give a fuck if nobody see it. It's up there. See how that work? I ain't got to get no whole bunch of folk together, get them behind the scene, keep your foot on Stuck throat, go over there and harass Stuck, call Stuck a dick sucking faggot. Well, ain't you fucking trannies? Because I believe in my heart you want to fuck a man that got a dick that look like a woman. And they ain't taking no digs at no transgender community or transgender people or anything like that. But you got these, quote unquote, white looking, supposedly be straight. Believe me, they want a tranny dick up their ass and they want a tranny dick in their mouth. That would be you. And they quick to call me a dick sucker. I bet money a tranny dick done been in your mouth and a tranny dick done been in your ass. And you probably really want one now. If I had to guess, a lot of these women, they not interested in nobody who can't move their arm and walk in a straight line. They want to look at somebody and say, well, yeah, they look black, not that somewhat look white. So I imagine the trainers is lined up to put their dick in your mouth and they dick in your ass and whatever your dick in their mouth. However y'all is doing that, don't have shit to do with stuff. I ain't around here watching you trying to figure out what you're doing. I wouldn't want no shit like that around me. Like I said, you have to treat devils as such. They evil as fuck, and that's how you get treated over here. You get treated like what you are. If you ever even get through, because I try to ban you before you can even walk through the door. And I've been doing a pretty good job of that. But kudos to the people that said, you know what? Let me just leave this person to do what they do. Because believe me, I'm sure they done made fun of somebody in your family that look like whoever it is. Whoever it is, believe me, what they doing to the next black person, they'll do it to you. And let me say this too. What these monsters or anybody on these apps, what they do to one person, they will do it to you. You are not excluded. You are not excluded. Whatever they do to whoever it is, they will do the same thing to you and yours. I leave karma to deal with them. And believe me, if karma can't get to them, karma will get to them through their kids or through their loved ones. It's already been proven. Karma done been through these families. The men that done fuck these kids. All these different kids that done fuck stepdaddies and fucking they daddies, they biological daddies. Preschoolers, that kind of sick ass shit. Man, folk like this is, Well, none of that matters, Let's start stuff. They'll do anything. And they'll do anything for a click and a view. But I know it's that deep rooted envy. You're threatened, you're intimidated. Some of them probably mad because stuck arm work, right? They would have wanted that to happen to Stuck. But the universe knows Stuck. And Stuck don't do evil. And I don't want nobody's evil audience, not even one person from it, watching me. I do my own thing. A lot of these people can't do it. Ooh, users doing this? Well, let me do this too. Well, your name is this? Well, let me call myself that too. Well, what? Users using this formula? Well, let me do that too. Users saying this? Let me say that too. Users handling things this way? Well, let me do that too. Boo boo, boo boo. Users a scammer, users a hustler, users a rogue, users a liar. Use says use. Let me say use too. Kudos to these vigilantes out here that has cleaned the fucking streets and have the bone fragments on the ground to prove it. All these cracked skulls and broken bones and all that shit. Yeah, kudos to the vigilantes out there in the world. It's what they do.